Hey everyone, so I'm going to do a video on completing the square. Completing the square is another method to solve for the quadratic, solve for any letter in a quadratic. In this case, this would be p. You can use the quadratic formula in these cases as well. This is just another method in order to solve for p. And it does the same thing as the quadratic formula. So what you do first to complete the square is you will add the c term over. So you're going to add 38. You get p squared plus 14p equals 38. We're going to leave spaces here, so plus blank, because we are going to add things on the side. Now what completing the square means is that you want to be able to factor this with am, making a binomial that is perfect, okay? So a binomial perfect square on either side. And that'll allow you to do something further once we get to the next step. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to divide b by 2 and square it. That gets me 7 squared, which is 49. So 49 is going to go here and here. 38 plus 49 is 87. And that allows me to do my AM method and factor it into two perfect binomials, meaning that they're the same. So the factors of 49 are 7, and they add to 14. And I'll get p plus 7 all squared, because there's two of them. So right now, I factored with am, I wrote it as a squared because they're the same thing. I'm going to now square root either side in order to cancel out that squared and help me solve for p. When you take a square root, you get two answers, plus or minus, so please make sure you put that in there. I'm going to subtract 7, and you get p equals negative 7 plus or minus radical 87. Now the other thing you need to see is if you can break up 87 and see if there's a perfect square inside of it, and there is not, so this is your final answer. Next question, I'm going to move my c term over, so subtract 1, and I'll have k squared minus 4k plus blank, because I need to complete the square, equals negative 6 plus blank because I want to keep my equation balanced. I'm going to take that b term and I'm going to divide it by 2, so negative 4 divided by 2, and then square it. That'll get me negative 2 squared, which is 4, and that's what's going on either side. That allows me to factor with am and create two binomials that are the same. So I want to get to a negative 4, so it'll be negative 2 and negative 2, because the factors of 4 that add to 4 are 2. And that equals negative 2. This becomes k minus 2 squared equals negative 2. I'm going to take the square root of either side, canceling out that squared, and I am going to split this up into negative 1 and 2. We should know by now that negative 1 comes out as I, radical 2, and again I took a square root here, so I need to put my plus minus. I'm going to solve for x by adding that 2 over. Well, actually we're solving for k, I'm sorry. You're going to add that 2 over, and k is now equal to 2 plus or minus I square root of 2. And that's that.